Kouture Afrika, the brand new TV show that celebrates the innovation that is African fashion. Bringing to you great craftsmanship and creativity. Join me, Lekele, as I tour London, getting into every nook and cranny to discover the designers behind African style and design. Then it's showing you how to create your own unique style around trendy African pieces. Be on trend the African way. Kouture Afrika will show you how. Now, London and African chic are not two words that generally go together. But I am on a mission to show you just how much African fashion has influenced the London fashion scene. I am Lekele and welcome to Kouture Afrika, celebrating style from the beautiful continent. Together we are going on a phenomenal journey discovering wonderful African designs in and around London. And then we'll show you just how you can incorporate African cool into your wardrobe in a, yes you got it, African-inspired makeover.
Hello and welcome to Kouture Afrika, the show that brings you the best African design London has to offer. Now we're in a place that is famed for having the largest urban shopping centre. Yes, you know where I'm talking about, Westfield. But the more interesting thing about this area, Shepherd's Bush, of course, is that it has a very interesting cultural mix, and it's that mix that adds the vibrancy and excitement of this community. And one particular community that I am really interested in is the African community, which is well represented here, and we are going to meet an African fashion designer who is lending her talent to this wonderful mix. So come with me and let's meet Vivian. Vivian, I am so happy to be here.
Same here.
Thank you very much for
Welcome.
inviting me. I'm so excited. As usual, I just want to go in and start talking about your collection. But first, let's talk about you. How did you start? Is it something that you've always known you wanted to do, or is it something that happened gradually, or is it something you've always known it's been there and you just wanted to bring it out? I mean, how did you start?
Right, it's a bit of a long story, but as my mom used to be a seamstress, she used to have lots of bits and pieces around, so I used to love just picking them up and creating things and making things for my dolls and things like that. So that was my thing. And eventually I got into the arts. I studied art, I did graphic design when I came here.
What exactly did you study
in France? When I was in France, it's called Art Appliqué.
I'm going to
in
try
French.
it now. Yeah. Say it again?
Art Appliqué.
Appliqué. Okay, don't worry, I'm not even going to
So so that's what I studied, and I came here. My sister used to live here, and I fell in love with London, loved this city, and I studied graphic design. So graphic design, it was more specific to like printing, designing, computer, and all that, which I liked, but it wasn't as creative for me.
Yeah.
So eventually, anyway, I carried on with my creative thing, and eventually I became a graphic designer. I got a job in a printing shop, but my passion was still making things. Graphic design is more structured and everything, whereas making uses more of my creativity, and I just love that.
So how did you started with? What did you start with making?
Yeah, I started making little bits like these key rings or bag charms. I hang them on the bags and everything.
Oh, really?
Just use African beads and everything.
Yeah.
African inspired a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just loved making little bits and pieces. And people say to me, why are you making just that? This would look great as a necklace. So why don't you do that? And I thought, okay, well, there's a demand. Let me just supply. So I started making, and I funny enough, it started to really enjoy it. So that's how I got into making jewelry.
so let's start with this beauty here. Talk us through this.
Well, this necklace I called the range Zamunda.
Zamunda.
In reference to Eddie Murphy's old movie. But basically I wanted each one of my pieces name to start with a Z, referring back to my brand, which is India. So that's why I've got random names. But this one basically that's when I started using wax fabric.
Okay.
It's such a versatile fabric, 100% cotton. Colors are so vibrant. And I just love the colors. So with these, that's another collection that I started this year, and it's using very raw materials as well, but still keeping the same African themed, kind of feel that that you have, like with the raw materials. I mean, if a carpenter or mechanic would see this, they would recognize every single piece that's been used. Okay. And this is something that I've always liked to do, upcycling things, like recycling, picking antique bits and pieces, and you always find this in my pieces, basically.
I would call this the Saving the Environment necklace, but what do you call it?
We'll call it that then. We'll keep it
Saving
that.
Environment necklace. And it looks really lovely. I don't know if it gives me a kind of, it just reminds me of Kenya. I don't know why.
Yeah, probably with the rings.
Yes, I think it's the rings.
I was going more Egypt kind of thing, maybe, because of it's a bit more regal,
That's brilliant.
There, but I also in my new collection, I've also decided to add these little charms, which are from Ghana and Ivory Coast, and they call Bauli gold weight.
Bauli gold weight.
Yeah, so they basically come from a tribe that used to use them back in the Gold Coast time, and they used to use these to weigh the gold. And obviously they weren't like that, but now they've created little charms for that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
there's a story behind every piece. Let's look at the earring. Oh, I like this. Standing out.
So these are my latest creation, but it's part of my new collection as well, which is Love, Peace and Color, which was one of the statements that I've always had for my India brand. But I thought I got inspiration for this next summer, spring and summer collection. I want just brightness, everything to be really bright and bold and gold. It represents me a little bit somehow. So
the vibrancy.
Yes, exactly.
So tell me about your brand. The name is interesting. I don't want to try pronouncing it, so I'll leave that to you.
Yes, actually it's a mystery for a lot of people. Just the pronunciation of it is difficult, but it's just simply Zaindia.
Zaindia.
And a lot of people wonder where it's from, but it's simple. I've just picked both of my sons' names and just mixed them. So my oldest son is called Zion, and my youngest son is called Yanis. So I've just mixed it up, and I came up with that. So yeah.
So what's behind the brand then? I mean, what?
As I said, I'm a graphic designer, so I've created the brand itself and the logo itself, and I've wanted to pick something that represents Africa, and I thought an antelope as an African animal was quite good, and I loved the earthy brown colours representing Africa again. So I just wanted to have something quite nice, quite solid, quite representative, and quite memorable, and that's what I came up with. So this is me, and the creations, which is not creations, is création, which is again French, and it's just to bring back my French side.
Création?
So it's Zaindia Création.
Zaindia Création. No, I'm going to get this one now. Okay, again, Zaindia
Création.
Création.
Perfect.
I think I got it right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Likia.
I'm going with this now.
Are you? Let's think about it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello and welcome to Kouture Afrika. I am Lekia Lay, and this is the part of the show where we give someone special an African-inspired makeover. Now, a few days ago, I went to see Vivian, founder of Zindia, and she showed me her wonderful collection, as you've already seen. And I was thinking, who could I give that to? And after seeing this lady's video, I thought it has to be her. Of course, it's Sylvia, and she's in the studio with us today. But before I bring her on, this is her video.
Hello, my name is Sylvia. I work as a volunteer with a children's charity. For some time now, I've been stuck in a fashion rut. I desperately need help with sorting out my wardrobe. I want to know what colors I should be wearing, what styles suit me. And ever since gaining a bit of weight, I don't really have things that really fit me. I live in my leggings from morning till night throughout the week, so I really want to go back to wearing smart pieces, especially African influenced designs. Please and please, Kouture Afrika, help me, please, I need help.
Well, Sylvia, thank you very much for coming on to the show and sending us your video. But tell me a little bit why you decided to, send a video to Kouture Afrika.
I've been raising my son on my own for a couple of years, and I've also gone through a lot of challenges in life. I haven't really had the time to go through my wardrobe and see what suits me in terms of color, shape, or anything. And I've also put on weight over the last few years, so I just went ahead of the show. I decided to make a short video of myself and send it in and see if I'll be picked.
Well, good thing you're picked. I know it's always a challenge for women, especially when you've put on a little bit of weight, but as I always say, it's not just only what you're wearing, it's how you carry yourself, and you look wonderful. I think you can carry anything, and with your complexion, I think almost any color would go with you. Well, I've got some nice pieces from Vivian, the creator of Zindia Creations, and I think they'll really suit you. But enough of me just explaining and telling you. Let's go over and see what I have for you. Right, Sylvia, so here we are with the wonderful collection from Zindia. It's called her Peace, Love and Color collection. And it's a mixture of inspiration from the Maasai culture and also the Baya Folds of Senegal. So it's kind of like West meets East Africa. So it's really wonderful. And the thing about having like statement pieces like this, it really stands out, makes you stand out in a very good way, because all of us are all unique and we need to stand out, and pieces like this help us. For something like this one, for example, with the bright yellow and the blue, I just thought it would be good for a nice plain background, and also a colorful one as well, because it's like color blocking. But again, I'm inspired by the way the African women have been wearing their clothes, because they have always been color blocking anyway. When I'm thinking 20, 30 years ago, you remember women wearing their pink gele and blue blouse and, tie a pink wrapper, or red and blue, or it's always been there. So I was inspired by that, even though modern times now we call that color blocking. And again, these are two necklaces together, against a plain black background is really good to really bring out these pieces, and it just makes you stand out in a really great way, because you deserve to stand out. But having said that about the plain background, it's also, I like to push the boundaries a little bit sometimes, and just go for something that's not too conventional, and that's why I teamed a white camisole with this beautiful jacket from Amaya for Africa. And what the lady who is the founder of Amaya. Her name is Letitia. What she actually does is to go to Ghana. She actually concentrates in Ghana. She goes to Ghana and she gets pieces made by local tailors and local designers and brings them here to sell. So I think that's really great, you know, giving them opportunity to showcase their talent. And I decided to team it with this orange and, you know, yellow, turquoise, blue necklace. Because what you do when you want to mix, you know, two multicolors, you look for the colors that actually match. So you reflect all the colors in the necklace is reflected in the jacket. But again, when you're mixing colors, sometimes you can mix the same colors but use different shades. So here we've used a deeper shade of orange against a lighter shade of orange, and it just brings out the jacket as well as the necklace. So the choice is yours. I think they'll all look really good on you. And funny enough, you're wearing an orange top as well, so you know the colors that will match, and that will really look good on you. But as I said, the choice is yours. You decide which one you want to wear. Yes, I think this would really look wonderful, and you've got great legs to show your lovely legs.
I think I want to try it.
You want to go for this one? Yes, I think this really good, and you, of course, we'll pair it with a pair of jeans, and yeah, I think that's a wonderful choice, a great choice, Sylvia. Thank you very much. So now you go and have your makeup done, and wear this clothes, and let's see the new improved Sylvia.
Okay.
Right, so now this is the reveal, and I'm sure you would love to see how Sylvia looks. She has gone and she has done her makeup. Carly from Maya Minerals has done her magic, and she has actually chosen the jacket, as you have already seen, from Amaya for Africa. So let us see the new and improved Sylvia. Come on, Sylvia, come on out. Wow. You look amazing, you look fantastic, but that's just me. How do you feel?
I feel like $1 million.
Good, I think, and you do look like $1 million. The jacket really looks good on you, the colors just suits you, the makeup as usual. Carly has done a wonderful, fantastic job. And then the necklace again, just everything, then the white background just brings out everything. And you know, with the jeans, you just make it look, you know, a smart casual. Sylvia, thank you very much for coming onto the show, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time. Next week there will be more makeovers and more fashion. Thank you.
Thank you.